What if I told you that there was a set of mental exercises so powerful that they could transform your reality from day one? No, we're not talking about something complicated, but about ancient techniques that act directly on the core of your consciousness. What's most surprising? They are linked to your own breathing, something you do all the time, but hardly ever notice. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract exactly what they want so naturally? And is there any practice that can realign the mind and body to the point where this is possible? The answer to both questions is yes. Because when you learn to activate your inner center with awareness, what was invisible begins to take shape in the real world. Today we're going to explore mental exercises inspired by ancient foundations of psychiatry and spirituality, which, if applied correctly, have the power to transform any phase of your life. No matter what your current situation, lack of purpose, discouragement, emotional blockages, these practices can help you access a higher part of your existence. And what's most impressive, the effects can be felt from the very first day. Imagine that inside you is a living kingdom, an invisible throne where everything is governed. Emotions, thoughts, attitudes, desires. This center commands your reality, even if you don't realize it. And this inner king, as many people call it, is your conscious vibrational field. It defines what you attract and how you react to the world. Now, this realm is divided into two fundamental aspects. One that moves with the breath, and another that exists even when the breath ceases. In ancient traditions, these two states are known as saguna, the state with form, with movement, with breath, and niguna, the formless state, beyond the physical, pure conscious silence. As long as you breathe, you are operating in saguna mode, the mode of manifestation, action, thought, emotion. When the breath is suspended, even for milliseconds in states of deep meditation or deep sleep, you touch the niguna state, the space of formlessness where infinity dwells. And why does this matter? Because by learning to consciously switch between these states, you not only calm the mind, but also activate a very powerful field of creation. You begin to shape your reality from within. And that's exactly what we're going to explore in the next few parts. There's a powerful secret between the breathing state and the non-breathing state. A subtle but essential point where desire begins to materialize. And that's exactly where the key to realizing any goal lies. The ancients knew this. And it's no coincidence that they created exercises that access this silent and transformative space. The best part? They were from day one. And today, you'll understand how to apply them with awareness. But be careful. Every breath counts, and the way you perform this exercise directly influences the result. So be present and avoid distractions. This practice is not just symbolic. It is scientific. It's based on ancient principles of conscious breathing and energetic integration between body, mind, and universe. If you have a long-held desire, something that lives silently in your heart, this science has the power to make it come true. It works at the deepest vibrational level, reorganizing your emotions and your electromagnetic field. And the most incredible thing, you begin to feel the transformation as soon as you practice with intention. In the teachings of the Shivasvaradaya, a sacred text that unites spirituality and respiratory science, we learn that the nostrils are directly linked to the sun and the moon, two poles of force that influence absolutely everything in nature and in the human body. The right nostril is related to the sun, fire, action, movement, and manifestation. The left nostril is associated with the moon, water, receptivity, and the meditative state. During this solar period, when the energy of the right nostril is active, actions tend to be more successful. Everything started under this influence has a greater chance of prospering. In the lunar period, dominated by left-sided breathing. Introspection is favored. It's the ideal time to plan, visualize, and connect with the subtle. And it doesn't stop there. The ancient masters said that the sun melts the body with its yellow heat, while the moon dissolves emotions and cleanses energy fields through fluidity. When you understand which energy is dominant in your body at any given time, you can align your actions accordingly, vastly increasing your chances of success. Correct breathing practice activates this power. It's not just about breathing in and out, but about realizing which nostril is dominant and then adjusting your actions accordingly. If you're about to make an important decision, wait until solar energy is active. If you want to calm your mind or meditate deeply, take advantage of lunar energy. And that brings us to an even deeper concept, the 5 elements. According to Mahava himself, all the objects in the universe are made up of them: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Every breath you take carries traces of these elements, and each of these elements shapes parts of your body, your emotions, and even your thoughts. In the tradition revealed by Shiva to Parvati, it is said that the entire universe arises from Tactus, a subtle substance that gives rise to matter, which transforms and dissolves everything that exists. This primordial essence is the heart of creation, and it lives within you. When you breathe consciously, you access the living Tactus within your being. You activate this reality-generating field. It's as if you were setting the universe in motion inside your own chest. So when you breathe with purpose, you're not just oxygenating your body. You're invoking the creative source of existence. The great masters knew this. Babaji, for example, deeply mastered this knowledge. He knew that by aligning the breath with the cosmic cycles and the energy of the 5 elements, any desire, however distant it may seem, can be achieved. And it's not magic. It's vibrational science. It's practical spirituality. It's your body acting as a bridge between the physical and subtle worlds. Now that you've understood the vital influence of the elements and their direct relationship with the act of breathing, it's time to understand how to identify each of them and use them consciously to achieve real results. The knowledge you have just received is much more than theory. It is a practical manual for activating the natural powers that already live within you. Every breath you take carries a specific energy, a frequency. This frequency is directly linked to one of the 5 elements. And when you learn to recognize which element is present at any given moment, you can use that force to your advantage. This is the key to the second method of manifestation, the method that brings precise results. But how do you recognize which element is active in you right now? Simple. Observe the rhythm, temperature, weight, and fluidity of your breathing. For example, deep, steady, stable breathing with warmth can indicate the presence of fire. A lighter breath with a feeling of freshness indicates the dominance of air. When there is fluidity and perceptible humidity, water is in evidence. Sensations of density or heaviness may point to the earth element. And when breathing becomes almost imperceptible, subtle, and silent, it is a sign that the ether, the most subtle of all, is active. You don't have to master this right away. Start with small daily observations. When you wake up, take a deep breath and observe which element seems present. During the day, stop for a few seconds and feel the air coming in and going out. Your body is giving you clues all the time. And when you align your thoughts and intentions with this present element, something magical happens. Reality starts to move with less resistance. That's the point. It's not about forcing desires, but about using the right energy at the right time. And this becomes possible when you understand that each moment brings a predominant element, and each element has its own power of manifestation. For example, want to start a project? Use fire to give it energy and impetus. Want to dissolve an emotional conflict? Use water to bring peace and reconciliation. Need stability and focus? Earth will be your ally. Are you looking for creativity and lightness? Air will expand your ideas. And when the moment calls for silence, connection, and faith, ether will take you to the dimension where everything begins. This is the second method. Recognize the element and act with it, not against it. This practice is simple, but requires attention. The more you observe yourself, the more you realize that life doesn't happen against you, but with you, and that inner and outer nature are always in conversation. To conclude, breathing is not just a biological process. It is a spiritual tool for direct access to the field of creation. Everything you want is already moving towards realization, and all that's left is for you to get on the same frequency. Breathe, feel, observe, and trust. If this content has helped you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is also looking to consciously transform their reality. See you in the next episode, where we'll continue to reveal the invisible secrets that transform life from the inside out.